Hi, I'm Leslie. Welcome to this session. We're going to move through a series of yoga poses designed to help open up the hips, mainly working with Warrior Two pose as well as some single leg balance to help cultivate that calmness and stability within the physiology. The session finishes with an optional Shavasana or final resting pose or a seated meditation for the physiological integration. I recommend a yoga block as a prop, and I hope you have fun with this one. Thank you. Enjoy. We're going to begin in a standing position. So let's come to the top of the mat, feet parallel, about hip distance apart. Go ahead and try to see if we can get them straight as possible. So really rooting down through the feet. And let's go ahead and inhale the arms up. So exhale here. Let's just stay here. Let the breath move freely through the body. Just feel the feet into the mat. Core engaged and sternum up nice and tall. Shrug the shoulders to the ears and then just get the shoulders away from the ears. Next, inhale, reach up. Exhale, press the palms, bring them to the center of the chest. Go ahead and stay here for a second. Just really see if we can root down through the feet and lift the sternum up into the thumbs. So nice and tall through the crown of the head. Just establishing that connection so we can feel the kinetic energy coming back up through the legs as we push down through the feet. So let's root down through those feet. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, let's take the side stretch over to the left. So stay here. Let's let the breath move freely through the body. We're just working the crescent stretch. So grounding down through the feet as we lift the ribs away from the pelvis. Chin is set slightly tucked, extending over to the left. Press down through the feet. Next inhale, come up to center. Exhale, we'll take it to the right. Side stretching, reaching over to the right. Breath moving freely through the body. Let's ground down through the feet. Next inhale, come up to center, reach up. Exhale, we'll dive forward, forward fold. So pause here and keep those feet rooted. Slight bend in the knees. Go ahead and lift the sit bones up to the ceiling. You can put your fingertips on your block if that helps. And go ahead and shake out your neck. Try to release any tension in the spine and keep those feet rooted. When you're ready, we're going to halfway lift, hands on the thighs, slight bend in the knees and the sit bones back. Navel stays drawn in. Let's keep the shoulders up on the back and extend out through the crown of the head. Halfway lift. Just go ahead and stay here and let the breath go ahead and move through the body. No holding the breath. Big inhale, exhale, forward fold. Root through the feet, inhale, halfway lift, extend. Exhale, fold, let's plant the hands. We'll step back to the top of a push-up, plank position. So high plank, root through the balls of the feet, legs are engaged, belly's firm, broad across the shoulders, pressing into the hands. Let's go and imagine the spine nice and long here. Slight bend in the knees. Let's just lift the hips for downward facing dog. Feet are rooted. Those knees are slightly bent. Let's keep the sit bones up to the ceiling and extend the sternum forward. Let's press into the hands and gaze is slightly between the hands. Just imagine the spine extending in two directions. Big inhale and big exhale. Let's hold the shoulders there. Next inhale, we're going to lift the right leg up. Exhale, stay here. Nice deep breaths. On your next exhale, let's bring the knee to the nose, hug it in for that core lunge. Inhale, extend up the right leg. Exhale, bring the right foot down, reach out, big inhale, and exhale to reset, find that down dog. Next inhale, left leg up. Stay here on the exhale, just really reach out from the left heel and the left crown of the head. Next, exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Go ahead and squeeze it in. Inhale, extend the left heel up, one-legged down dog. Exhale, left foot down, big inhale, and a big exhale. Settling in. Inhale to plank. Go and push into your hands. Next exhale, lower chaturanga. All the way. Extend your legs behind you. Let's go ahead and lift the hands and the feet. So just firing up the back body. And we'll plant the hands and the tops of the feet down. Find your cobra. So just a gentle extension of the spine. Imagine the ribs coming away from the pelvis. Shoulders up. Breath is moving freely through the body. We'll tuck the toes, make our way to plank. Bend the knees and lift the hips for your downward facing dog. When you're ready, inhale the right leg up. And then exhale, we'll step the right foot through and come into the low lunge position. You can use the block here, if that helps, or keep your fingertips down. But we're grounding down with the right foot and the left ball of the foot. We have an alignment, the knee over the right ankle. Trying to keep the hips square. And we're just opening up the hips as much as possible. You can have a little gentle movement and then just keep the deep breaths moving freely through the body. Trying to get that inner thoracic pressure change to help open up the hips. When you're ready, we're just going to ground down through the feet, hands to the hips, just press up into the lunge. Just settle in here and press into your feet. So much you can feel the legs activate, maybe that right glute activate, and the left hip open up. So really press down, work in the balance. From here, we're going to press through the right foot and come all the way up. Grab the left knee and just pause here and stabilize. Hit that alignment with your spine, nice and tall through the crown of the head. Just establishing the stability within the physiology. Let's reach down for the ankle and come into the quad stretch on the left. Knees together. Imagine that left knee going straight down. If you want, we can inhale the right arm up. Deep breaths. Just letting the whole front of the body open up. So we'll gently release. Come into the standing knee balance, hands on the hips, bend into the right knee, gently step back into your lunge legs. Settle in here. If you want, you can inhale your arms up. But just really, as we're opening up, just seeing if we can get a little lower, really just letting those hips open up, and then letting the chest open up as well. Big inhale, and then exhale. Let's plant the hands. Step back to plank. Top of the push-up. Nice steady plank. We're going to inhale, lift that right leg up. Couple inches, take it out to the side. Tap it down. Lift it up. Bring it back to the center. Go ahead and come back to your plank. Both feet down, second side. Left foot lifts. Extend the left foot out to the side. Tap the big toe down. Lift it up, back to center, top of the push-up. Inhale, exhale, lower slowly, all the way. Come into your spinal extension, or your cobra. And then tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, let's bring the left foot through to your low lunge on the left. So just pause here. You can even notice if this side feels a little bit differently. If there's any difference with the tension or the activation on this side. Just noticing it. So from this stable place, we're going to bring the hands up to the hips, press into the feet and come up to the lunge on the left. Hands can stay on the hips here. Just really starting to feel that stability coming into play with these balancing poses. From here, we're going to come up, press up on that left foot, standing knee balance. Stabilize, get nice and tall. Building the integrity within the body. Reach down for the ankle on the right. We'll come into the quad stretch. Knees together, left arm reaches up. Breath's moving freely through the body and the whole front of the body is opening up. Gently release the foot. Come back up to standing knee balance. Hands on the hips, bend into that left knee, step back. Find your crescent lunge if you want. Big inhale, exhale, plant the hands. Step back to plank, top of a push-up. And we're gonna take the heels to the right. Hands stay where they are. Come back to center, heels to the left. Keep pushing into the hands and back to center. You can take your downward facing dog or move through your vinyasa with your chaturanga lower, your spinal extension cobra, and then we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Let's step through to your crescent lunge. Just go ahead and get into it. Reach the arms up. Reach up, big inhale. Exhale, let's bring the palms to touch at the center of the chest. Press into the palms here. Settle into your breath. Really press. And when you're ready, let's just go ahead and plant that left foot down. Take your warrior two legs. So palms stay together. Heel of the right foot is in line with the heel of the left or the arch of the left foot. Push into your hands. When you're ready, open up. Warrior two. Settle in to your warrior two. Really working on keeping that right kneecap in line with the second and third toe. All the way. So opening up the inner thigh on the right and activating that right glute. Broad across the chest. Reach out and go ahead, bend the right arm, right elbow on the right thigh for modified side angle. Left hand on the hip. So legs, hips are opening up. That left shoulder, both shoulders are on the back. Belly stays in if you want. Left arm up. Really reach and extend. Feel the body opening up. Left hand on the hip, we're going to go reverse warrior, reach back with the right arm as the right knee goes forward. You even put your left arm behind your back, back of the hand against the back. Let's come back into the modified side angle, right elbow down, left arm up. And then rooting through the feet, let's make our way to the warrior two. See if you can find a little more openness here. A little more steadiness. Next, we're going to go into the crescent lunge. Right knee forward, square off the hips. Inhale, reach the arms up. Palms can touch or biceps can be near the ears. Just really feel the hips opening up here and the chest start to open up. Big inhale. Exhale, plant the hands. Stay here. Square off the hips and take that left hand on the mat, right hand on the hip. Working the twist. So lunge with the twist, right knee stays in alignment. If you want, we can reach that right arm up. Nice deep breaths here. Big inhale, exhale, release, step back to plank. Optional vinyasa or downward facing dog. From your down dog, let's inhale the left leg up. We'll step the left foot through, come into crescent lunge. Just go ahead and reach up. Stabilize here. Hips are still opening up, still activating. Next exhale, we'll bring the palms to the center of the chest and make our way into the warrior two legs. Left leg forward. Push into the hands. And when you're ready, inhale, open up across the arms. Really exploring this side and the warrior on this side. Elbow bends on the left, and let's put the left elbow on the left thigh. Right hand can be on your hip, or it can reach up. Shoulders on the back and the ribs away from the thigh. Right hand on the hip, we're going to reverse warrior. Left knee goes forward. And let's come back into the modified side angle. Left elbow on the left thigh. Right arm up. Steady legs. Let's make our way to warrior two. Get a little lower if you can. And eventually let's make our way into the crescent lunge. Super stable. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, plant the hands. Let's leave the right hand wide, slightly off the mat. Left hand on the hip. Deep breaths here. And if you want, that left arm can go up. Sternum up towards the ceiling. Maybe there's a stretch in the outer left hip. Big deep breaths. Big inhale. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back to plank, downward facing dog, or your vinyasa. Really extend out in your down dog. Bottom of your next exhale, let's bring the feet to the hands for a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen, extend. Exhale, fold, press down. Let's come all the way up to standing. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the chest. Let's bend into the right leg. Come onto the ball of the left foot. Hands on the hips. Working our way towards eagle legs. Let's cross the left leg over the right. So find one thing to look at. Stabilize the view. Extend the arms out if you want to add the arms. And let's wrap the left arm under. Elbows in line with the shoulders, hugging in toward midline. Gently release the arms, unwrap the legs, stay on that right foot, and step back into your crescent lunge. And reach up. See if you can get lower as your hips are opening up, and just stay activating. Deep breaths. Next inhale, let's open it up into warrior two. Right knee stays forward. Get into it. Let's take reverse warrior. Reach back with the right arm. Gently come out of that. We're going to turn the right foot over to the left and take the wide leg forward fold. So big inhale, exhale, fold. Feet are rooted. Slight bend in the knees if you need to. Sit bones up. And then go ahead and try to shake out your neck. Releasing any tension in the spine. Deep breaths. If you're starting to open up, you can try to contract the quads a little bit. Just release the tension in your neck. Next inhale, let's halfway lift. And then press through the feet. Come all the way up to standing. We're going to turn the heels in and bend the knees for goddess pose. So we're just working the glute activation to use the glute strength to open up the inner thighs or the adductors, keeping the knees tracking as much as we can over the second and third toe. So from here, you can put your hands on the outside of your knees and try to open up your knees into your hands. Get nice and low. Hopefully some building up, some activation in the body, in the lower body and the core. If you want, go ahead and extend your arms up. Inhale, and then exhale, let's go into cactus arms or goalpost. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, go into a cactus. One more time, inhale, reach up. Exhale, into cactus arms. And just stay here for a couple breaths. Get a little lower in your seat if you want. You can reach your arms up if you want for these last couple breaths. Let's press through the feet, straighten the legs, turn the feet forward, so slightly staggered stance. And then we're going to press up onto the right foot, standing knee balance. Stabilize here. Let's take the knee out to the left. And reach down for the ankle on the left foot, come into our tree pose. So left foot as high as possible, pressing into the inner right thigh. Hands can be at the center of the chest. You can go ahead and reach up and take your tree pose. Here we're grounding through the right foot, opening up the hips. And depending on where your arms are, opening up the shoulders. Nice and steady. Awesome. Gently release the foot. We're going to stay on the right foot. Bring the fingertips down to the mat, nice and gentle. For the single leg forward fold, the left leg can be straight or bent. The main thing is rooting down through the right foot, kneecap in line with the second and third toe, and then that sit bone, right sit bone up to the ceiling. Release your neck and take deep breaths here. Belly in. When you're ready, let's gently step back into the low lunge position. Right kneecaps forward, square off the hips. Maybe we found a little space, so hip square, left hand wide off the mat, right hand on your hip. And then we'll take the twist, right arm up. Those deep breaths. Big inhale. Exhale, release. Plant the hands, step back plank, downward facing dog, or your vinyasa. Shoulders up on the cobra. Spinal extension, downward facing dog. Bottom of your next exhale, let's bring the feet to the hands, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root down, we're gonna come all the way up, nice and tall. Extend, exhale, hands to the chest. Second side, bending into the left knee, up onto the ball of the right foot, cross the right leg over. For the eagle legs, so we can stay here, or we can open up across the chest, right arm under. Eagle arms. Nice steadiness throughout the body, throughout the breath. Gently unwind the arms and the legs. Step back into your crescent lunge. Left foot forward. We'll reach up. Inhale. Exhale, let's open it up into your warrior two. Next inhale, reverse warrior. Reach back with the left arm. We'll gently come out of that. Left foot turns towards the right. Big inhale. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Second time, see if we can release the tension. When you're ready, halfway lift, extend, press through the feet. We're going to come up, turn the heels in, take goddess pose again. So really get in there, set up the foundation, and core is engaged, chest is broad, spine is aligned. We are activated and challenged and also super present. Let's go ahead and bring the arms to cactus, left elbow down to the left thigh, right arm up. Couple breaths here, nice and stable. Inhale to center, exhale, right elbow down to the right thigh, left arm up. Inhale to center. Back to the left side, exhale, left elbow down. Right hand can be on the hip, or you can reach that right arm up. Inhale to center, and then exhale, take it over to the right. Inhale back up to center. Take your goddess pose, a little lower. And then press through the feet. Go ahead and stand up, turn the feet forward. We're gonna press up, standing knee balance, left foot rooted. Left knee up. So stabilize here. Like a deeply rooted tree. We're gonna take the right knee out to the right and then grab the ankle for the tree pose. Right foot on the inner left thigh. Pushing into each other. Foot into the thigh and the palms. If you want, you can raise the arms up. Deep breaths. We're going to gently release the foot and bring the fingertips down. You can bend that left knee and raise the right leg up. Or bend the right knee, but we're folding over that left leg, left sit bone up. Deep breaths. Gently step back into the low lunge, square off the hips. So really extend the sit bones back, sternum forward. Right hand wide off the mat, left hand on the hip, or we can take that twist with the left arm up. Press into the mat and extend the sternum up with those deep breaths going. Big inhale. Exhale, plant the left hand, plank, downward facing dog, or vinyasa. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, crescent lunge. Go ahead and press up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let's bring the palms to touch at the center of the chest. Stay here nice and stable. Breath is moving freely through the body. Next, inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, we're going to twist slightly to the right. Stay here. Take a couple breaths. Make sure the right knee is tracking straight forward, tall through the crown of the head. Press through the feet. We're going to come into Warrior Two next. Go ahead and inhale, open it up. Find that warrior that is within, that's always trustworthy, always there. Next, exhale, let's come into the side angle, modified side angle. You can use your block if your hips are starting to open up on the inner arch of the right foot. Right elbow towards the right knee. Left hand on your hip, or we can reach up with the left arm. Deep breaths. Just letting the hips open up here. Strong foundation. Let's take that all the way. Reverse warrior. Reach the right arm back. Reach. And from here, we're going to straighten the front leg and come into triangle pose. You can use that block, or the right hand can be on the right shin. Right foot is rooted, right kneecap up, left hand on your hip, left arm can come up. Shoulders on the back, deep breaths. Just letting those hips open up. From here, we're going to take the block, bend into the right knee, place the block in front of the mat and lift that left leg up, left hand on your hip for your half moon pose. So hips are opening up to the left. If you want, you can reach that left arm up. Nice and broad, across the chest. Left leg is active. From here, we're going to balance, come all the way up to standing on that right leg. Standing knee balance. And we'll go ahead and bend into the right leg and wrap the left leg over. For those eagle legs, and if you want, you can take your eagle arms as well. Left arm underneath the right. Gently unwind. We're going to step back to Warrior Two. Open it up. Right legs forward. And then we're going to take the reverse warrior. Right arm reaches back. Gently come out of that. We're going to come into the low lunge. Frame the foot, square off the hips. Left hand wide. Let's take the twist. Right arm reaches up. Deep breaths. Big inhale. Exhale, release. Downward facing dog or your vinyasa. When you're ready, inhale the left leg up. Left foot steps through into your crescent lunge. Reach up. Next exhale, bring the palms to touch the center of the chest. Inhale. Exhale, let's take that twist to the left. Stay here. Nice and gentle twist. On your next inhale, we'll open it up, warrior two, left leg forward. Really broaden across the arms here. We'll come into modified side angle. You can use the block on the inside edge of the left foot. Left hand down, right hand on your hip or right arm up. Steady breathing. Legs are going to stay here. We're going to reach back, reverse warrior. Left knee's driving forward. We're going to straighten the left leg. Come into triangle on the left. So left hand down. And that right arm reaches up. From here, we'll bend into the left knee, take the block forward, plant it, and lift that right leg up. Make your way into your half moon pose. Right hand can be on your hip, or you can lift it. Really reach out. Stay on that strong left foot. We're going to come all the way up, standing knee balance. Square off the hips, and then make our way into the eagle legs. Left knee bends, right leg crosses over. If you want to add on the arms, right arm under. Squeeze it in. Coming back. Going to gently open it up, step back into warrior two. Left leg forward, shoulders away from the ears. Let's reach back, reverse warrior. Side body long. Next exhale, let's come into low lunge. Follow the right foot, hips are square. Extend the spine, and then we'll take the twist with the right hand down and the left arm up. Big inhale, exhale, release. Downward facing dog or one last vinyasa. Last down dog. Let's take a big inhale and a big exhale. One more time, big inhale and exhale. Let's go ahead and come into the 90-90 position. Right shin forward, left leg back. You can have your block to help you prop up. Just kind of working with the hips. So right shin's forward, both feet are flexed, hips as square as possible. You can use that block to help prop you up. We're going to try to get the spine as tall and as straight as possible, shoulders open. With that tallness, let's just take a slight twist to the right. And belly stays in, back to center, inhale, and slight twist to the left. And back to center. We'll go inhale and exhale. Let's fold over that right leg. So feet are flexed here, sit bones back. Let's push into the shin of the right leg. You can use your block. You can keep your hands up. A nice stretch on the outer right thigh. If you want to come down to your forearms, you're welcome to do so, and relax your face and your neck. A couple deep breaths here. When you're ready, we'll gently come out of that. Back up to center. And let's take the right arm over, reach over to the left, belly stays in. And then right hand down, we'll just switch sides. So left shin is parallel to the front of the mat. Right leg's back, feet flexed. This side might be different. So okay. I'm going to honor this side as well. So just get nice and tall with the spine. Belly stays in here. Just gently twist over to the left. Gently twist over to the right. Back to center. Inhale and exhale. We'll take the fold over the left shin. Right over that left leg, so the leg is coming out of the pelvis, and we're just folding towards the front of the mat. Extend the sit bones back, and then out through the crown of the head. If you can come down onto your forearms, I invite you to do so. Just take a few deep breaths here. Releasing that tension. We'll gently come out of this, come back up to seat with the spine nice and tall. We'll inhale the left arm up and reach the left arm over towards the right. And release that. We'll go ahead and bring the right foot on top of the left knee. Coming into the cow face pose or double pigeon, both feet flexed. You can use your block if you have tight hips here, but we're working the hips opener, and we're gonna have the shins parallel as much as possible, but the feet are very active to protect the knees here. So wherever you can get comfortable with your hips, and then just really try to root both sit bones down as much as you can and have that spinal alignment. So cultivating the spinal alignment as we're opening up the hips. You can close your eyes if you want to. Take a few deep breaths. When you're ready, we're going to gently release and pull the left heel into the right sit bone, come into the twist so the right foot's rooted, or the left leg can be straight underneath if that hurts your knee. Let's try to get nice and tall first. So rooting down the sit bones and extending the spine nice and straight. Next inhale, tall, lengthen, and then exhale, we're going to twist over to the right. Really try to keep that right big toe down and open up across the right shoulder. Next inhale, we'll gently release and we'll switch sides. So left shin on top of the right shin. Feet flexed, you can use the block. And just go ahead and take a few deep breaths here. So set it up. You can close your eyes if you want to. Gently release. We'll pull the right heel into the left sit bone, plant the left foot. So hug that right knee in, try to get nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, let's take the twist to the left. Big inhale, exhale, stay here. Inhale back to center and release. Let's go ahead and come into the forward fold. So the heels out in front of you, toes up, knees up. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. We're going to inhale, nice and tall, and then exhale, just take a slight forward fold. Releasing the tension. So from here, you're welcome to take a Shavasana, final resting pose. I invite you to. or you can take a seated meditation and allow the physiology to integrate after your practice. I'm going to take a seated meditation, and we will go ahead and, if you want to take Shavasana, please do so. Spend a couple minutes here. I'll have 1 tuning fork to drop us in, and then 3 to help kind of bring us out. So if you're in Shavasana, just extend your spine nice and long, release the tension from your body, and open up your feet in your palms. Get comfortable. If you're in a seated meditation, go ahead and root down through your sit bones, and just, you can sit up on your block, cultivate that nice optimal spinal alignment. And we'll go ahead and take an inhale and exhale. If you're in Shavasana, you can bring a little gentle movement to your body and eventually roll to one side and come up to a comfortable seated position with your eyes softly closed. If you want, we can bring our palms to touch at the center of our chest and go ahead and press our sternum up into our thumbs and our thumbs into our sternum, nice and tall. This is a quote from Rumi: "When you feel a peaceful joy, that's when you're near truth." Let's go ahead and take a big inhale and exhale. Thank you for sharing this practice with me today and honoring your physiology. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you.